I've reffed over 100,000 matches in my life, and I go out there with the same attitude. Don't screw it up. A couple of hours before the match, I started getting my bag ready. Make sure I got my knee pads, my shoes. Make sure I got all my uniform, whistle, wristbands, because a lot of referees do forget them, but that will mess me up.
So Sean, when you look at a wall like this, right, and you have all these memories on here, what stands out the most?
The 4 years that Brandon was on the mat was probably the best 4 years I had of refereeing and being with my son at the same time.
So when you see this picture here on the wall, what's going through your head?
When I look at that picture, that's definitely one of my younger years. I need to bring those years back.
Well, this is Anthony Ashnall, right?
Yes.
What is that, his fourth?
That's his fourth state championship there.
Man, you got the fourth?
Yep.
Well, who he went? This is Gary Dibmore he wrestled, huh?
Yes, that was a good match, but Ashnall did put it on him. All state finals are tough to officiate. The four-timer, yes, that's very tough to officiate, but all state finals are tough. Some are a little easier than the others, but head-wise, it's tough. It's tough. Well, here we go for another one. Everything's the same, just a different year. Nervous as can be. Here we go, baby. Let's go, boy. I always liked coming over here at Rancocas Valley because I get along very good with a lot of the coaches over here, and I've watched a lot of these kids grow up from the bottom up. I do get nervous all the time.
Do you?
Ooh.
Get the butterflies?
26 years, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Feel my hair.
Never changes, right? Yep, that's it.
Soaked.
Love it. What made you get started?
I used to do the yard markers for the Pepperton football team after I graduated, and my old athletic director, Dick Stahl, is the one that told me to try refereeing. I signed up, and 25 years later.
I know you're a likable guy, all right? But you got to have a few confrontational stories you can share with us. What's your favorite one?
My favorite one is probably my third year when I was refereeing. I threw out Paul Marina on the JV level. Did not know I was throwing out Paul Marina. And they came into the locker room afterwards and said, "Do you know who you threw out?" And I said, "No, but I know what he was wearing, the jacket." But in the meantime, Paul Marina and Carmel Marina switched jackets. So I threw out the wrong guy. Paulsboro JV had this very long winning streak going. But West Defford, as in Pete DiBiase, moved his varsity down to JV to snap the streak. And that's when Paul Marina did not take things too well.
What gyms do you like going into the best? Like which coaches are easiest to deal with, or which coaches do you like the most, I guess I should say?
There's a few schools that I really like to go to. Rancocas Valley is one of them with Tony Boker. I like Delran with Nate Martyr, even though he's a nut, but I still like him. He's a good guy. And I do like going to Riverside. Landal's a very good guy, very good coach.
Doing the varsity? Okay. Awesome, man.
Saturday, we're away.
Check it in.
How are you?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you, man.
You too, buddy.
We wouldn't
We're
have
gonna have fun
anybody
tonight,
else
man.
here tonight, that's for sure.
We're gonna have fun tonight.
You're the man to do it, that's for sure.
All good. All good.
You might as well live at this place, man.
I've had you guys a lot this year.
It's good stuff, man.
But, you know, I love your group too, buddy.
Yeah, well, we always want you here, man.
It's all good,
For
man.
sure.
It's all good, buddy.
Yeah.
That's scary. Yeah, that's scary as hell. Yo, you got my shirt, bro. That's my shirt, man. I'm not putting that medium on. There's zero chance of me putting the medium on.
Glad you noticed that.
Yeah, well, I would have tried to put it on. We'd have been like, oh, shit.
Would you give birth?
Yo, that's a classic.
Tonight should be interesting.
Yeah.
Tonight should be real interesting.
So Sean, I was thinking about this, right? I'm in my infancy stages. I've just started officiating. You gave me the keys. And when I look back in like 10, 15 years, I'm going to be thinking, man, that guy Sean Felkins, he really showed me the ropes. So who showed you the ropes 25 years ago?
Joe Henry, Joe Durillo, Dean Sizemore, Howie O'Neill. I had a lot of good guys around me. Ronnie Roberts. I was loaded with talent around me, and it helped me out through my career, no doubt. Stays focused.
How long are these varsity matches for you guys?
Tonight,
3 hours.
2-hour event, easy.
Yeah.
We've had more ejections this year than in the past year already for the month of December.
Is it a rule change, or is it just the way the crowds are?
It's moms and dads.
Yeah. It's always the moms, man.
Yes. Mr. 5 Hour. Off and running. Here we go, fellas. Mouthpieces, headgear, all the stuff you need before you go out there on the mat. You guys had me the other day. So we're not going to have a long speech. Sportsmanship, though. Make sure it's there tonight, guys. Big crowd, big event tonight. Keep it all clean, have fun. You guys have any questions for me? This will be the last time you guys see me for the rest of the year, I promise. We've had enough. Good luck, guys. Good luck. And have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
All right, take that easy, back up. Let's go. Thanks for your time.
You doing my other book? You good to go? You ready? RV will be ready. Okay?
So Sean, back in August of 2017, you found out you had kidney cancer. Can you tell me about it?
Yes, it was. I did a tournament on a Saturday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I had a sharp pain underneath my stomach. So I went to the urgent care to get checked out. And urgent care sent me straight to the emergency room for a scan. And this first scan showed up. I had cancer in my left kidney, stage 4. I was very shocked when they diagnosed me with cancer. Wrestling inspired me more to keep going with the cancer. You got to look at it as you're down 3-2, there's 30 seconds left, you got to go. You can't sit there and wait about it. You got to go day by day. I do take chemo every morning. There's no cure for what I have. So I do have to take the chemo for the rest of my life, but it's either that or open the box.
Was wrestling a welcoming distraction during your cancer treatments?
I believe that wrestling did, in a way, save my life, because if I did not go in for that scan, I would have never known I had kidney cancer. Kidney cancer's got you before you got it. And if I didn't have that pain in my stomach, I would have never went in the hospital, or I would have never known. I go day by day. one day at a time. You hear that saying, that's the God's honest truth when you got cancer. Definitely one day at a time.
So, Sean, when you leave the shoes on the mat, you hang the whistle up. What mark do you want to leave on the sport?
It's not so much I want to leave a mark on the sport. I just want to be known as one of the fairest referees.